Welcome back to part 18 of the Day of the Lord is a day of darkness. And a lot of craziness going on around the world today, if you haven't noticed. I don't know how you, and I don't mean good crazy either. Not my crazy. My crazy good crazy. Things that's going on in this world is demonic, actually. Not crazy, I guess is a better word for it. And it can be quite depressing if you're not careful about watching yourself and what all you do and get into and so forth. And sorry about that, lost my pen. I was trying to locate it there. Anyway, this is part 18 of the Day of the Lord is a day of darkness. And let's get on back into this word. This is still Mark 13. Still Mark 13. And we're going to kick it back off. I'm going to recap verse 24. But in those days after the tribulation, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars of heaven shall fall, and the powers that are in the heaven shall be shaken. In the heaven. That's not two, that's one. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory. And that's reference to Daniel 7:13. And then shall he send his angels. Then shall he send his angels and gather together his elect from the four winds, from the uttermost part of the earth to the uttermost part of the heaven. That's his chosen ones, by the way, that he's gathering, his elect. Told you, chosen. And we had discussed this in earlier parts about how that those days are going to be shortened for the elect and only for the elect. Those that got to go through the tribulation, it's not going to be shortened for them. They got to go through the 7-year tribulation. And he shall send his angels. Yep, that's what we was just reading. Sorry, wrong verse. Verse 28. Now learn a parable, which is an illustration on the fig tree. When her branch is yet tender, and put forth leaves, you know that summer is near. Yes, we can look around and we can see when the trees are in bloom. We know that means summer's near. So you in like manner, when you shall see these things come to pass, the things that he's going to tell us about, know that it is near, even at the doors. Verily, which means truly, I say to you, that this generation shall not pass till all these things be done. What generation? The one that's now seeing these things. It shall not pass till all these be done. This is the last generation. That's why. This is it. Bang, bang. Oh, there's new babies being born every day. That don't mean they gonna get to make it to be 100. Babies can die same as adults. Trust me, I know this one well. Heaven and earth shall pass away, But my words shall not pass away. But of that day and that hour knows no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Take you heed, watch and pray, for you know not when the time is. For the Son of Man is as a man taking a journey, taking a far journey, which means long journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants and to every man his work, and commanded the potter to watch. Now see, that's exactly what this is like. The Lord has given all of us works to do. And he went and took a far journey because he had to go build us a place in his Father's house, right? But he left us work to do. Why? Why didn't you do the work he left you to do? Why did you only cobble it up and have to do it? Why did you switch over to being itch and ear preachers instead of staying with the truth? Why didn't you keep studying and building a more solid foundation? Why didn't you keep trying to know Jesus on a personal level, seeking a personal relationship with Jesus? Why didn't you keep talking to him, praying and seeking him, praising him in private? Why did you only do stuff once a week when you were at church? Don't tell me you didn't. I'll smite you right now with a plague. Don't lie. I know what the Lord has said. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Then try to act like you were better than other people and lord over them, like you were the only one who could do what you were doing. The rocks on the ground were crying out to the Lord better than you. The rocks were crying out better than you. Now, clean it up. You got a short time to impress the master. And believe me, he's hard to impress, considering. I suggest repentance first. He told us repeatedly to watch. Watch. And you all were supposed to be watchmen that he called and set in as clergy. Those of you that are pastors, bishops. What'd you think? That was just a hunting license or something? Maybe you thought it was just a secret club. Like the Masonics. And I said Masonics, not Masonics. Maybe you and the cabal got a little too friendly. You luminous bunch. No, there's no humor in it really, though. Not really. It's sad that you threw down your duties to the Lord and the job he gave you to do so that you could relax and do whatever you wanted. Well, let's see. When did I do this? Well, let's see. When you canceled church to celebrate prom, perhaps. Prom was more important to you. A tradition of man was more important for you all to celebrate than to worship your God and King. When you close church to celebrate Christmas with your families. And I thought that was supposed to be about worshiping the birth of Christ, but in truth, that's actually a worship to a demon. Yeah, his birthday is actually on that day, not the Lord's. When you close church through the new year to do a watch service with your families instead of with the Lord, because you honor your family more than God. You love your family more than God. Even if you were the only one in that church, God would have respected that more than you just running off and leaving him sent with no one. He was there. Where were you? The house was empty, all but he and the angels. And what does he tell us in this word? Getting back into it. Mark 13, verse 35. Watch you therefore, for you know not when the master of the house comes, at evening, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning, lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping. He certainly did. Certainly has found you sleeping. And when I say to you, I say to all, watch. And what I say to you, And what I say to you, I say to all, watch. Watch, he said. Y'all got a little bit afraid them chips might be coming. So you began to watch, especially in 2020 when that plague hit. Y'all thought, oh, now we'll see the mark of the beast. Not even close. Not even close. You're not going to see it. You didn't see it. You haven't seen it. Choose you this day, whom you will serve. And serve him in word and deed. When you serve the beast and you worship the beast, it's all it takes to receive his mark, actually. It's just to join into the crowd and be one of them. You don't even have to advertise it like a lot of them like to. That was just out there for show for you to distract you so you wouldn't know that you were falling into the snare that would come upon the whole world. Yep, that was so that you wouldn't know about that. But let's jump on into the next verse, shall we? Okay, jumping over to Luke 12. We are now at Luke 12. And this is what we're going to take off from. Luke 12. And in the next part, we're going to take off from Luke 12. I'll see you in the next part.